Yo, what up? This Shazam,
And yo, what up? It's your boy G.I.
and we're the legendary group H-Town.
And we're taking over the late night vibes.
So what's up, everybody? I hope y'all having a real relaxed, sexy night.
Yeah.
And we're about to play a few jams and slow jams that H-Town, some of H-Town favorites. I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit of something about us if y'all don't know, remember who H-Town is. H-Town, we Houston's own.
Yeah.
One of the first groups to sell over 1 million albums out this city. And we represent Houston, and that's why we named ourselves H. That's what the H stand for in town, Houston, Texas. So what you want to play for them tonight, G.I.?
Let's kind of hit me with one of our hits, Emotions.
Yeah, we're going to start y'all off with something, a real sexy vibe. It's called Emotions. This is a song that we wrote back in 1994. R.I.P. to my brother Dino.
Yeah.
He also co-wrote me, Dino, Shazam, and G.I. and produced. And this was a song we want to kind of let the world know about emotions. You got all types of emotions, but most of all, emotions make you fall in love. So check this out. Here we go, Emotions. Yeah, we back, and this your host, Shazam.
And your boy G.I.
So I hope y'all like that Emotions. I know y'all like that Emotions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hope some of y'all out there probably crying. Some of y'all probably out there feeling happy, glad, sad.
About to go to
making
the bed.
love.
About to go to the bedroom.
I'm about to, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but tonight we doing the takeover. And, we're going to tell y'all a little bit more about H-Town, because I know some of y'all out there want to know how we got started and how we got in the business. But, it was 3 guys, my brother, which is my brother Dino, rest in peace. Me and my brother, we started off as a duet, and we were singing and, from the 4th Missionary. And then we ran across this guy named Daryl D, a.k.a. right now we call him Daryl. We call him G.I. right now, but he was called Daryl D back in the days. And I was called Silky Slim. And, people don't know that my first name was Silky Slim. Dino name has always been Dino. You know what I'm saying? But, me and my brother, we would sing in all the hot talent shows. And we used to see G.I. We lived in the same apartment complex, and we went to the same high school, Jack Yates, Third Ward High. And we would see G.I. We knew of him, but we didn't really know him. We kind of thought he was like, he was in his own world. G.I. was at that time, he was a pretty big DJ at that time. He was DJing all the high school parties and
skating rings.
Yeah, DJing at the skating rings, and and he was a rapper. So when you rap, we kind of like, that ain't our lane or whatever. Let him do that. So one day we was in Metal Shop, and G.I. took Metal Shop too. And the lady that was in Metal Shop, she was substituting. And she said, yeah, my husband is looking for some talent. And we taking auditions upstairs. So if you go upstairs and do an audition, it's a possibility you could be in the new group that my husband is producing, which his name is Phil Blackman, rest in peace. So I go, I look at G.I. and G.I. looked at me because I know he knew me as a singer and I knew him as a rapper and a DJ. So I'm like, we're going to go up there. But I went up there, so I go up there and G.I. go up there. So I go up there and then I start singing for the lady. And when I sung for her, she was like, I said, I got a brother too. So I went and got Dino, and Dino did. And then she said, well, all right, well, y'all coming. So G.I. at the time, I think G.I. did this little rap thing or whatever he did. He didn't really do the singing. So she said, just come anyway. Everybody comes. So we gets there. And when we get there, we start to sing. And then G.I. start to rap. But we both got bad news. The man said, I like the fact that you and your brother, y'all do it, y'all can sing, but I'm not looking for a duet. And I like the fact you can rap, but I'm not looking for a rapper.
Right.
I'm looking for a group. Because at the time, this one, The Boys and High Five was hot. That was like, the people don't realize The Boys and High Five was like the mainstream for when it came to groups.
Yeah.
And at that time, so we decided to make a long story short, because I know we don't have all night. We did have a third member, but the third member kind of got in trouble. So at the long story short, G.I. will just bum brush our rehearsals. Come to our rehearsals
all the time.
And because the man was like, I'm just gonna keep you and your brother, but G.I. was like, I'm coming to rehearsals anyway. So he kept coming till we finally just said, you know what, man? How about we just put G.I. in the group? That we need a third member, and then that's what we did. And that's what's gonna lead to this next song right now. Our good friend Luke, our manager made Luke Mr. Plain, and we auditioned this next song, and they got us our record deal with Luke. And ladies, it's called Lick You Up.
Yeah. On the Vibe.
Yeah. That's one of our first hits off the album Fever for the Flavor.
Fever for the Flavor.
Lick you up and down. So I hope y'all ain't getting nasty out there, you know what I'm saying? But if you are, it's to that H-Town, baby. But back to the story, you know what I'm saying? You know, I was trying to tell y'all how persistent G.I. was, you know. And I need to ask G.I. a question because I really want to know, you know, why. And I never really got a chance to ask him this, you know. But when the man said, I'm just going to keep you and your brother, and I don't need the rapping thing. But, you know, I'm going to tell the truth, G.I. We tried to run from you, man. We would try to.
Yeah, I tried to leave me.
But, you know, we lived in a complex when a man would tell us to come to rehearsal. G.I. found out when our rehearsals was. And we were running, trying to get on the bus. And we'll turn around, and G.I.
right there,
sprinting to get on the bus. Sprinting. Like, where y'all going? Where y'all going? Oh, no, y'all ain't finna leave me. And he get on the bus.
Exactly.
And me and Denny used to say, man, the man just said he don't need a rapper because he decided he was going to just keep me and Dino. We just had to find somebody else and add somebody else. And but G.I. kept on coming to the rehearsals till we finally put him in the group. So, G.I., why did you do that?
Hey, I was getting in by any means necessary. You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't going to make it as a DJ or a rapper, I'm going to make it as a singer. You know what I'm saying? So I just kept coming. You know, determination, man, determination.
And that's one thing our kids say that what really made us decide to put G.I. in a group, you had a group called TLC at the time, and they had a rapper. So, you know, we was like, okay, you know, maybe we could put G.I. in the group as our rapper. You know what I'm saying? We have me and my brother, Dino, R.I.P., rest in peace, he's singing and I'm singing. But then we found out G.I. can sing too. He can harmonize. He was like, you know, I can sing too. So, you know, we decided to come up with little harmonies and stuff. We was like, okay, he harmonized real good. His voice sound good on harmonies. But you say mainly I was kind of focusing on rapping because rapping kind of went more with the DJ thing.
Yeah.
And but when we found he could harmonize and sing and rap, we was like, oh, this is no brainer. We're gonna go and put G.I. in the group. So we put G.I. in the group. And his determination also made, okay, he really want to do this because he's showing up to practice every day when we telling him not to come. You know what I'm saying? The man was like, I don't need that. But he was just like, well, I just want to watch. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, and then I started writing. Some of the songs.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, you know. So writing and doing the backgrounds, I was cool with that.
Yeah. And that's one thing we really did vibe for. Our voices blended together for us as harmony and all our writing skills. You know, we almost every song you heard H-Town wrote. Knocking the Boots, Lick You Up, Emotions, They Like It Slow. We mainly wrote all our songs, you know what I'm saying? So, matter of fact, I'm talking about They Like It Slow. You know, matter of fact, I think I might want to hit him with that They Like It Slow. And check this out, man. Take your time. Take your time. That's what this song was about. Take your time and just, you got all night and wine and dine. And this the biggest selling independent single. Went #1 on the independent charts. Beat out Master P artists, beat out all Cash Money artists.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to hit him with They Like It Slow. On the what, G.I.?
On the Vibe.
H-Town is back. And I'm host Shazam.
It's your boy G.I.
And with the legendary group, H-Town.
H-Town in the building.
I hope y'all took your time, fellas. Hope you took your time. You know what I'm
Take it
saying?
slow.
Take it slow. They like it slow. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I want to tell y'all a little bit more, man, about H-Town. You know what I'm saying? I know, you know, right now it's the Takeover. So tonight, we're going to make it all about H-Town.
Yeah.
Either you're going to be a fan of H-Town or you're about to learn about H-Town. And a lot of people always ask us, how do we get our deal with Luke Records?
Yeah.
Like I said, at that time, we had a manager named Patrick Johnson. He was real good friends with Luke. And he told Luke, Luke told Pat one day, listen, man, if you ever get a little group or anything you want to do, let me know. I'll check them out. So one day, Pat and then G.R. cousin was working with Pat, and Kelsey, let him know Kelsey was like, my little cousin sing. And so he said, well, let me check your little cousin group out. So at that time, by that time, we had already gelled together, and we was called the Gents at that time. We weren't even H-Town. We was called the Gents. Our first album, when it first came out, we was called the Gents. So that we went a song for Pat. Pat liked it, and then Pat told Luke about us, and then Luke was like, give me a demo tape. So we go in the studio with a producer named Stick and do the demo tape. Send the demo tape off. And Luke thought the demo tape sucked. He thought it was whack. Like, I'm not feeling it. So Pat was like, man, you gotta hear these guys sing, man. You gotta hear these guys sing, though. I'm telling you, the tape don't do them no justice. So one day Luke came in town. And when Luke came in town, it was Pat's responsibility to take Luke to the airport. But Pat was more like, man, the guys at the studio right there, if I don't let I can't get Luke to come. So what he did, he took upon himself. He made Luke think he was driving him to the airport, and he drove Luke to the studio. Luke basically missed his flight.
Yeah, missed his flight.
And he like, man, you gotta hear these guys sing. And he said, well, man, Pat, I don't miss my flight and da-da-da-da. So we in the studio, and like I said, even when I just played the song Lick You Up, we, at that time, Stick had just came up with the beat. We had just kind of wrote the song, and then we played that song, and we sung that song. And when Luke heard that song, Luke said, they baby Luke's. We had a song called Lick You Up. Like, we probably...
The R&B version of Luke.
Yeah, the R&B version of Luke. And Dino said, and we all just singing and harmonizing, and I hit the high notes, and he was like, you know what? I see it now. They like baby Luke's. And I say 2 weeks later, we had our contract and signed to an independent label. A lot of people don't realize that Luke was basically the first Master P, the first Cash Money. He orchestrated the blueprint for independent labels, along with Little J from Rap A Lot. Now, Rap A Lot and Little J, Luke Records and Rap A Lot Records is like two of the biggest independent companies at that time that kind of laid out the blueprint for people like Master P, Cash Money, and ourselves, H-Town Music. Now we have our own independent label right now,
yes,
H-Town Music. You know what I'm saying? So, we was signed to Luke, and when Luke put us out there, man, we ended up blowing up bigger than life. So now we have our own label, H-Town Music. We took a lot of those notes and we learned how to do projects and put music out. So now that comes up on our new project. We have a new project out right now on all digital platforms. And what it's called, G.I.?
Date Night. The new H-Town Date Night.
Yeah, the new H-Town.
Pick it up right now.
Yeah, Date Night is out. It's an independent project on the H-Town Music. It actually debut number 12 is number 6 top 10 all over the world, iTunes. The album, actually, you checked yesterday, it just went number 1 in Spain, Portuguese. The album's doing very well all over the world. London.
Love.
And for it to be an independent project, we very pleased right now, you know what I'm saying? So, but the first single off this album is called Super Love.
Super Love.
And guess what, y'all? It's kind of like a spin-off of Knocking the Boots. First time we knocked the boots. Now we letting the ladies know H-Town got that super love. So ladies, check this out. And all the big homies, our brand new single, Super Love, on the Vibe.
Well, you know what, man? Since we on this new school vibe, playing a couple of our new songs, why don't we hit them with another one with our homies from the ATL Cut Close.
Yeah, man, that was a fun collaboration. What you think, G.I.?
Yeah. Oh, it was all the way live, man. I think this is like one of my favorites. All of my favorites, but I think it's one of my very favorites with Cut Close. You know what I'm saying? We had to make sure that we brought back the 90s the right way, and we also wanted to bring back that unity among groups doing songs together, you know, like we did back in the day.
Yeah, and see, that's what a lot of people don't understand. Well, we collab with Cut Close. We also collab with a group called Shy. What we try to do, man, is unify the R&B world. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, man, you know, we're not kids no more. We men. We have families to take care of. So,
right.
You know, me and Josh trying to represent that. We stronger together. You know, because a lot of time back when we was young, everybody was in competition with each other. Well, I'm bigger than you, or who got the most records sold? Who's this? Who's that? Or you know, so we trying to let people know. Listen, man, R&B is not mainstream as it was, but if we stick together, you know what I'm saying, nobody can fail. Imagine every time H-Town or Jodeci or Boyz II Men or 112 or Drew Hill, all these guys drop their albums, but everybody that's a part of the R&B world from the 70s on up to the 2000s say, listen, we're going to at least drop it 1 or 2 times on the platform. Can you imagine every R&B artist in the world say, because they're a part of the culture, they're a part of the R&B family, we're going to drop on a platform. Tyree's going to drop the new H-Town date night on his platform. Genuine going to drop it on his platform. Drew Hill going to drop it on his platform. Charlie Wilson gonna drop it on his platform. Just like we're making a national holiday on today.
On and on.
But we're trying to start something to where anytime an R&B artist drop, the whole world should know it's out. We at least should give every R&B artist a chance to say, I don't, let the fans say I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you look at, let's say you take Tank. Tank got a big platform. Number one, let's say Beyonce. Beyonce has maybe over 200 million people. But what if Beyonce was to say, you know what? I just seen the new H-Town drop. Or I just seen the new Jodeci drop. Hey, bam, tell our fans, go get that. The whole world will know it's out. But think about everybody know it's out. So that's why we decided to collaborate with Shy, Cut Close, to try to bring the bridge the gap with the 90s and promote that we need each other. Because every time we do concerts together, what they do, G.I.?
Always sell out. Always sell out the 90s kickback tour. So
15, 20,000 people.
20,000.
So we know it's a market there. You know what I'm saying? And this is our music. Rhythm and blues is our music. It's our music, man. So how can we let something like that go and stink? I always feel like sometimes they try to do R&B like they did. You ever heard of disco? Disco went. You really don't hear no disco today. It's stink disco. But we can't let them do that to R&B. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we try to unify, unite, come together with all the R&B artists in the world. I'm talking about from old to new. Every R&B artist in the world, we get to join together. And it ain't like what it used to. You can't stop us if we join together. You know, I asked a couple of guys, hey man, post that a new album is coming out. They don't want to do it. They asked me to do it, I'll post it. Because, hey man, I don't care if you got 5 or 10, for one person to buy your album, that's my commitment to you as being in the R&B realm, in the R&B world. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to do it. Everything ain't got to be competition. Because when you win, I win. When Boyz II Men win, when Jodeci win, when Genuine win, when 112 win, when Drew Hill win, H-Town win. But you know why? Because we're in the R&B family.
All in the family.
So, we're gonna keep it going. Yeah. So this is a song H-Town Cut Close on our brand new EP date night that's out now.
Yeah. Lose Control.
Lose Control.
On the Vibe.
Yo, what up? This Shazam.
It's your boy G.I. on the Vibe.
And with the legendary group H-Town. Check this out, right? Since we talking about the 90s,
Give them homage.
Paying homage. We're going to hit y'all with another song off our brand new EP, Date Night.
Okay.
Set it up, G.I. Set it up.
Let's do it then. You know what I'm saying? H-Town, Lay Me Down, right here on the vibe.
Yeah. So I hope y'all like that Lay You Down. As y'all can hear that song, we gave shouts out to our peer Silk, Jodeci, 112, and our homie Genuine. See, we doing stuff like this on this album, y'all. We shout out. That song is kind of dedicated to the 90s R&B. That's why we shout their names out. Cause we really trying to unify this thing. We really trying to bring everybody together. You know
grown and sexy.
Grown and sexy. But guess what? We're going to hit y'all one H-Town #2 hits on Billboard all over the world. This song actually got us a $3 million deal.
Yeah.
Actually, $18 million deal, but we got $3 million up front when we did this song. And it was set up, our homeboy Martin Lawrence. It was Martin Lawrence's first movie. And he told his producers, he said, I need somebody to do the lead song for my soundtrack. But he said, one of my favorite groups is H-Town. That's one of my favorite groups, man. Is there any way somebody can get them? And it just so happened the producer that was producing the movie said, you know what, I actually got a contact on H-Town. And he said, you think they'll do the lead song? And like that. So he reached out to us. And soon we found out it was Martin. And Martin like, yo, man, we talked to Martin. Man, y'all one of my favorite groups, man. I got this song on what y'all do. And then we found out Roger Troutman was the producer of it. And then guess what? We was Roger Troutman's favorite group. So to make a long story short, we was fans of Roger and Martin, and they was fans of ours. So we made that collab. So here we go with the classic hit. It's a thin line between love and hate on the
vibe.
Yeah. So shouts out to Martin Lawrence and Roger Troutman. R.I.P. to our brother Roger Troutman.
Shirley Murdoch.
And Shirley Murdoch. Yeah, Shirley Murdoch featured on that song too. So that's H-Town features Shirley Murdoch, the legendary Shirley Murdoch.
And the crazy thing about that song, man, we actually learned that song while we were recording that song. We went in, we learned line for line. We learned one line, went in and recorded that. Learned the second line, went in and recorded that.
And then what's so crazy about it, you remember, man, Roger had us engineered.
Yeah.
Roger in the studio, man, and did not have any engineers. So he turned us to his engineers. So we ended up working the board. And back in them days, you had the ADAT tapes and the D88 tapes, and you had to create a track. So Roger got G.I. over there creating track. Well, G.I., give me track 5 and go create me one. So, he showed us on the spot how to create tracks. Back in them days, you unplugged the thing at the wall, and then plug this to make another track. So, that was a very fun session. And we actually stayed with Roger, man. And Roger became like a big brother, almost like a father/big brother and a mentor to H-Town.
Right.
And but that sets me up to the next song, another soundtrack.
Above the rim.
Yeah. And we actually land that Tupac again. Tupac was like, H-Town is one of my favorite groups. And Suge Knight wanted to sign us, right? And to make a long story short, Suge didn't have an R&B group. So Suge had stepped to us and he said, man, he tried to get us to, sign with his label, but we wasn't really interested in signing. So he said, listen, man, I got this song. Man, H-Town, I think would be a great group to fit with the Pac. And then Devontae Swing was over the soundtrack at that time, like part over organizing the soundtrack. And then Devontae was like...
Jodeci.
Yeah, Jodeci. Devontae from Jodeci, he was more like, man, H-Town is one of my favorite groups. I always want to work with them. And
well, actually, we were going to be signed to him before.
Yeah.
We sung for Devontae at a music convention called the YBPC when it came to Houston.
And Jack the Rapper.
But he never got around to working with it because he had so much going on with Jodeci and Missy Elliott and Timberland. And, he even had Genuine and Player. So he
Yeah.
had his hands full. So by the time he even thought about us, we already was signing Luke Records.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And what's so crazy about when we record this record, all those guys was down there that G.I. just mentioned, but they was nobodies. Timberland was a nobody. Timberland was actually in there engineering and working, put this record together with Devontae, but as a co-producer or co-assistant. He was more like an assistant in the studio.
Yeah, he did the making the band the Jodeci Diaries.
And Missy.
Missy.
She was nobody. Genuine was nobody. A group called Sister. They all was down there when we did this record. So between Tupac loving the group and Devontae, we was one of his favorite groups. He knew that I always wanted to work with them because I didn't get a chance to sign them. And then Suge wanted us because Suge was more like he needed a group to represent Death Row. He had the rappers, right? He had all the biggest rappers, Snoop Dogg, the Dog Pound. He had Dre. He said, but man, the only group that fits with my label is H-Town or Jodeci. He said, I can't sign Jodeci because they already signed to a major label. And at this time, H-Town, we was kind of like free agents. We was going through about to be free agents. And he was like, H-Town will be that group that will fit with Death Row, that they not too soft, but they not too hard neither. They like in between. With H-Town, you're gonna get a little bit of sprinkle hardness, but you're gonna get also a little sprinkle love making. You know what I'm saying? Sex appeal. That's what you get with H-Town. So that's why Suge Knight seeked us out to do this song, because he said, man, this is a group I want to sign, and I want to show them how Death Row do it, and then maybe if I can get them, my label will become one of the biggest labels in the world, because now I got the baddest R&B group in the world besides Jodeci, and the baddest rappers in the world, because he had Snoop. When you got Snoop and Tupac on the same label, hey, it don't get no better than that. So here's the next song we're gonna play for y'all. It's on the Above the Rim soundtrack, produced by Devontae, Swing of Jodeci, under Death Row, and starring H-Town on the Above the Rim soundtrack and movie.
Part-Time Lover.
Yo, what up, y'all? This Shazam.
And yo, it's your boy G.I.
And we're the legendary group H-Town.
And we're taking over. We're still taking over right here on The Vibe.
Yeah, so since it's so sexy going on tonight, and we got this brand new EP out right now called Date Night.
Right.
So what we decide we want to do,
bless y'all with another song.
We got this next song is featuring another R&B legendary group called Shy, and it's actually talking about whining and dining a woman. So let's hit them with that Body Right, G.I.
Body Right.
On The Vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I hope y'all like that Body Right. Because H-Town, we're going to get that body right, ladies.
Yeah.
But not only we going to get that body right, we're going to hit y'all with another new one off our brand new project, Date Night.
One more new one, huh?
Yeah, now this, this, it's the takeover,
it's the
baby.
Real takeover.
We hitting them with the old school H-Town and the legendary hits, but we also hitting them with H-Town at right now. So this song right here is called Date Night. No, it's called First Date.
First Date.
I'm getting the miss, not Date Night, called First Date off our EP. But say it up, G.I. Go ahead and say it up.
It's First Date off our EP, Date Night, which is out right now on all digital platforms.
And this song is kind of talking about, taking it back to dating the woman again. Yeah. Not just everything got to be about sex. We romancing the woman before we make love to her body.
Take out to lunch.
You hear what I said?
Dinner.
Before we make love to her body.
A little more Lawrence, huh?
Yeah. So I hope y'all like that. See, that song, that kind of showing a man and taking it back to dating women again. The first date ain't always gotta be about sex. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I know some of us out there, we'll be a little horny and everything, but we gotta kind of take our time, baby. Every thing H-Town do, we try to put meaning behind it. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. But we got another one for y'all. Gee, I set that one up. Tell them about that One Night Gigolo.
Well, this is for the real H-Town fans gonna know this one. For that grown and sexy. And this one is called One Night Gigolo.
On The Vibe. Yes. I know all you ladies out there. Y'all need y'all a one night gigolo sometime.
For sure.
But check this out. This next song is featuring with another Houstonian. And it's our homie Little Flip. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Lil
Gates.
Flip. Shout out to Lil Flip.
Yeah, Little Flip. He called himself Flip Gates. He called himself Flip Mayweather. You know, but we all know him as Little Flip. And this next song is called Green Light. And what this song is mainly talking about, you know, give us the green light to make love to your body. You know what I'm saying? So we asking our ladies, we're going to ask them for permission to make love to you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, that's one thing we always do. We try to be some respectful guys at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, brand new song. It's on our EP Date Night on all digital platforms. Green Light featuring our homie from Houston, Texas, Little Flip 713.
On the vibe.
Yeah. Shouts out to our boy Flip, Little Flip in the building.
Flipperachi.
Yeah, Flipperachi, Flip Mayweather, Flip Gates. But you know, hey man, it was fun working with him. He was a very, very cool guy, man.
Yeah.
A lot of rappers we haven't had a chance to work with, but for some reason, man, we built a bond and a bond with Little Flip, man. We done a few records together, so you know, this one of the first ones that we did that that's actually that record is being it's charting really well right now. So you know, say hey, shouts out to Flip, man. Much love. Now this next one I'm gonna leave y'all with, man. This next
What's
one,
that?
man. This next one is like this would really put H-Town on the map. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If it wouldn't be for this song right now, H-Town will not be on the map. And I don't just mean the group, I mean the city. This song right here put the whole Houston, Texas on the map. And I remember when we did this song, it started out me and my brother, right? We was in my grandmother's house. And Dino started out writing the song. And I came in and Dino was saying, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. And I said, man, tick tock? What you mean, tick tock? I said, man, it sounds like we should do some more like knocking and da-da-da. More like, give me some good love, somebody rocking, knocking your boots. Like that, right?
Yeah.
And Dino said, oh, man, I like that. Say that one more time. I'll give you some good love, somebody rocking, knocking your boots. So when we did that, and he said, go get G.I. We went and got G.I. And then, you know, Dino got to writing the verses, and we came with add the harmonies around it. And then when we did that, G.I. came in and we added his harmony thing to it. And he was like, what you hear right here, Shazam? I was like, good loving body rocking, knocking boots all night long, baby.
That's right.
And then G.I. came with his part, and it was like, hey.
Yes, sir.
You know, so to make a long story short, this the song that put H-Town on the map, Houston, Texas on the map, knocking the boots.
So y'all make sure y'all follow us on Instagram at H-Town for Life, HTOWN, 4 Life. And our website is H-Town Forever, HTOWN, 4 Ever.
And you also can find me on Instagram at Shazam of H-Town. And then we still have a company site where you can get merchandise.
Jackson.
Yeah, you can get, we got a company site called H-Town Music, H-TOWN music.com. You can get t-shirts, you can buy all the old music. And then we might be dropping some new hot artists real soon on that site. So y'all check that out. But again, I give them the new song. Not the new song, but the song.
That was cool.
Well, you know what I call it new? You know what I call it new?
Every year it renews itself.
Every year renews itself to a new audience.
Yeah.
So that's why we call it new. So it's a classic, old school, right now, new, knocking the boots.
On the vibe.